Yo. All right. Get this together. What's up, everybody? Back in here with another episode of Because It's Necessary. It's a podcast of helpful information, I guess. Just my opinions on different things that I think are interesting or that could be beneficial to other people. So today, I'm going to talk about intention, being intentional in your life. And I don't think most people are even aware of that, that being intentional, making a plan, having goals are very beneficial to your life, and not having them could be very detrimental. You have to be, you gotta, if you don't know something, you don't know it. So I'm putting it out there, I hope people hear this and actually think about what I'm saying. Intentional. You got to be intentional in your relationships, in your career, your relationships romantically, and your family relationships, your friends. You want to be a good person. You want to be a good boyfriend, a good husband, a good wife, good girlfriend. Want to be a good person? I don't believe that you should just float through life with blinders on. You got to look around you, have understanding, have compassion, be considerate. A lot of people don't take that into account. Consideration for other people is a big thing in the world. That's where some people feel disrespected if they, if you don't take consideration for them and their feelings and whatever they're going through. So that's what I think I've known this for a while now, the intentional aspect of life. I've known it for a while because I've been saying it, because I've been saying it for at least 5 years. Maybe even more, excuse me. Because when it really came about because of the whole marriage conversation and the divorce rate and people getting divorced so often. And I said, I always told people, I said, you just got to be intentional in your relationships. You got to be intentional with your wife. You got to be intentional with your husband. You have to actually think about people. It's a responsibility to be in a relationship. And that's one of the things, I'm not sure if I'm ready to still be in one, but I know once I am in one, I'll have to even say you set a reminder in your phone to do something for your wife or your husband every 3 months or so, like something like that. Or just say, all right, we're gonna go on date nights every couple weeks on Friday or Saturday. You call your grandparents or something like that. That's intentional, Let people know that you care about them, putting that energy out in the world, into the universe, actually, And I really believe, I'm a firm believer in energy. I know it's a big conversation these days. People say, energy, imagine energy. Some people call it vibes. But even your happiness, is intentional. Like being a good father. It's all about intention. Like, write down, even say you don't have a husband or a wife or a girlfriend, you're not in a relationship. You can write down the things that you want out of a person. That's a part of energy, putting it out in the universe. You say the energy you put out there is the energy you'll get back. You put out you write it down, but also you have to be accountable and write down the type of person that you want to be. It starts from there. You want to be an intentional person. You want to be a person who takes accountability, responsible, have prioritize their life so they don't have negative people in their lives. Because you hang around negativity, negativity is also energy. So you're going to have that negative energy. It's like a cloud over your head, So yeah, you got to You gotta write down the type of person that you want to be. You gotta temper. You gotta be able to control your emotions. You want to be a level-headed, lighthearted, intelligent, considerate, like I said, intentional person. So write down those type of, I want to be a compassionate person. Somebody who understands that no one's perfect. I don't want to be, judgmental, I guess. I mean, of course you got to judge people, but you don't want that to be the way you live your life, as being judging negatively. You gotta move through the world. So you gotta judge. Judging is, you learn things in your life. So you learned not to touch a stove when the stove is hot, So you don't want to get screwed over by people. So you gotta work off the energy, and just know you can't prejudge. You can't be prejudiced. You can't prejudge people just because of something somebody told you, or what you think you learned in the past, because people don't work like that. You can't run your daggone car into a barricade, because a barricade is a barricade regardless. But a person is not a barricade. But you got to use your intuition, your life lessons that you've learned in the past, and feel the energy. I believe we all are moved by energy, not just money. Intention is the word of the day. I mean, you gotta be intentional about your prayer and being with God. Letting God help you throughout the day. See where He can help you, because we all need help. Even with your prayer, be grateful. Be intentionally grateful for what you have. You gotta speak things into existence as well. Or, stay away from negative thinking if you can. Be intentional of that. Gotta recognize seasons, when seasons are going really good for you. You gotta recognize that as well, and put your foot on the gas, so you can get even more accomplished during that season. You start looking around like, heck, everything's going my way. You gotta use that to your advantage. Get in there, get in the game. Shoot those threes, baby. Shoot those threes. Slam that ball. Slam dunk, baby. Man. You have to be intentional in your thinking. You have to be self-aware of who you are, and when you're feeling a certain way, and then your mind starts to wander, and it starts to go into a negative place. You got to get your thinking back on track. You can't just everything has to be intentional. I know it's not going to be the easiest thing, even just the practice of it. That's intentional. Practicing intention, recognizing when you're feeling a certain way, and proactively put forth the effort to get out of that way, the way that you're feeling right then. Thinking, yes, and that's the basis of it. You're thinking. You got to be intentional, not even just the things that you do. You got to be intentional the things you don't do. You're like, I'm not doing that. You got to be intentional on not doing things as well. You don't want to. Some people drink. I drink, but some people don't think that they realize that drinking excessively can is a health issue. You have to drink in moderation. You gotta have to have your limits. Limits are also